Hello everyone, my name is Shadowlord and welcome back to another reaction video. So today we are going to be reacting to 10 things you might not know about a Nintendo Switch, part 1. So I have no idea what they're going to show us and I'm super excited to know what they're going to show us. Of course, me being a Nintendo Switch user, well, a Nintendo Switch owner, so I'm obviously very excited and, well, kind of curious at the same time because I do not know what they're going to show us. So, without further ado, let us begin. 10 things you might not know about the Nintendo Switch. Player number.
You're probably already aware that that's player 1 and that's player 2, and then you're going to go on to player 3 and player 4. What you might not know is what 5, 6, 7 and 8 look like. So here we have it here. That's number 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we have 5, 6, 7 and 8. So for example, if I was to look at this Pro Controller here, you can now see that that one there is the same as that. So that's going to be player 6. And this blue Joy-Con here is the same as the last one here, which is going to be player 8.
Nintendo Switch lock screen. What? What? Wait, what? Wait. What did he press? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. What did he press? Give me 1 second. Hold up. Okay, so I'm going to get the volume up. Dang it, how did he do it? What is he pushing? Okay, he's hold on. Oh yes, it's doing it. Do you hear it? It's pushing these in. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay, at least we know it's true. Mario Kart 8 LAN play.
To get the LAN play option on Mario Kart 8, all we have to do is press and hold the left and the right button, and then at the same time we just need to click in on the left analog stick, and you will see it changes to LAN play. Click in again, and it will change to wireless play. So keep them all held at the same time.
What's LAN play?
Now, there is this weird screen that you can get on the Nintendo Switch, and as of when this video is made, nobody's quite sure what it means, but hopefully some bright spark will work it out because it must be there for a reason. Now, my Nintendo Switch is fully up to date. I believe if you do this, you're connected to the internet at the same time, it will automatically put you to the latest update. So if you don't want the latest update, don't mess around with this. But for me, I'm on the latest update anyway, so it doesn't matter. So what we're going to do is we're going to power down the Nintendo Switch to begin with. So we're just going to hold down the power button and we're going to fully shut it down. Power options, power off. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hold down the minus on the volume and then hold down the power, take our finger off the minus, onto the plus, then take our finger off the power but keep holding the plus until Nintendo comes up, and then you will see it brings up this strange screen. So it's going to be quite hard to do. I might not get it the first time, so this might be edited. Right, so I'm on the minus now, just the minus, and I'm going to put my finger onto the power. I'm coming off the minus onto the plus and now off the power, and now when Nintendo comes up I'm taking my finger off the plus, and now you can see it's gone a bit weird like that. Normally it should just boot up now, but it's brought up this screen here, and it will keep wearing away like that, and then I can't do anything, and then it will just load up afterwards. Now at the moment nothing's connecting up, the Joy-Cons are not working, that's the same on both of them, and it doesn't matter what buttons I press, nothing's happening. I presume it's so you can connect something into the USB-C to do something, but nobody quite knows at the moment. And now it will just boot up as normal. By using various different adapters, we can connect many different controllers to the Nintendo Switch.
Okay, wait, what? The NES adapter? Oh yeah, okay. That's pretty cool. Wow. What? That's crazy. Oh wow. Wow, so many stuff. I didn't even know most of this. YouTube. What?
If you're wondering what YouTube is going to look like on your Nintendo Switch, again, it hasn't been released, but this will give you an idea of what it's going to be like. So, let's press play. You can fast forward.
Of the victims, know that we'll do it. No matter what we're going. Of the victims, know that we'll do everything we can.
And of course, we can put it in dock mode so you can watch it on the TV as well.
Of course, dock mode.
And if you want to take it out of dock mode, straight away it will come back onto the Nintendo Switch. So as you can see, it looks pretty good.
Lost control.
Finding lost controllers is really easy on the Nintendo Switch. So let's turn off this Joy-Con, pretend it's hidden, and also turn off the Pro Controller. Now, as long as they've got battery life on them, you will be able to find them because it will connect to it via Bluetooth. So if you're in Bluetooth range, you can find your controllers. If you do this and it doesn't work, keep doing it while walking around your house or apartment. And then once it gets into Bluetooth range, it will recognize it and it will start making the noise. So if we go to the controllers icon,
yeah, I already know that.
Search for controllers,
I've
and
actually
then you need
used
to
it a
find the
couple
one that's
times
missing.
to
So
find
here
my
we've got the
remote.
left grey Joy-Con. And now every time I press it, it will make a noise. And now the Pro Controller is still off at the moment. Now, when I press this button here, you will see it will turn it on. There you go. If you find that your Nintendo Switch suffers from slow Wi-Fi speeds, then try the 5 GHz network if you have that option. So a lot of routers or routers nowadays will output 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz for their Wi-Fi, but by default you might have just connected to 2.4 GHz. Try the 5 GHz and you might be surprised, it might well increase your speeds. So I'm just going to show you the difference between the two. This is a TP-Link one I'm going to be connecting to. The middle one here is just a 2.4 GHz one, and the top and the bottom one are the 5 GHz one. At the moment, the second 5 GHz one for some reason seems to have a better signal than the first one, so I'm going to connect to the middle one on the 2.4, do a speed test, and then I'm going to connect to the top one on the 5 GHz and do a speed test and then compare the results. Right, I've just got to cover my IP address with the pen here, but you can see here TP-Link, and that is just a 2.4 one, and if you have a look, I've got 32.8 megabits per second download and 3.1 megabits per second upload. Now I'm going to go to the 5 GHz network and do the same speed test. Okay, so if you have a look at the top there, it says 5G for the 5 gigahertz network, and it's the second channel on that one. And look at the increase, it's gone to 49.6 megabits per second download and 4.7 megabits per second upload. So on the Nintendo Switch, it can vary quite a bit. I could test it now and it might go down to 40, then it might go up to 55. Do quite a few tests, but take the average of maybe 5 tests on the 2.4 gigahertz network and then 5 tests on the 5 gigahertz network. And then hopefully you will find that on the 5 gigahertz one, it does seem to be better. Obviously, it can vary house to house and the distance you are from your router or router. You can get the battery to show the percentage it has left by changing it in the system settings, or if you just want to see it temporarily, you can just tap the battery icon, or you can hit the ZL and ZR together.
I currently have it on, because I always need to know. You can't work in as
we can use our Joy-Con like a Wiimote to select things around the screen. So if you can see there, this is all happening in real time, and it is actually pretty accurate. So if you remember years ago, you had your Wiimote from your Nintendo Wii, and you used to have your sensor bar at the top or the bottom of the TV, and then you would be able to select things on TV by pointing this at the sensor bar, and then you would pick the things out on the TV, and it was actually pretty accurate. Well, now we can do it on the Nintendo Switch, but we don't need the sensor bar, and the reason is because it's just using the motion sensing technologies in here to do the same thing. So for example, it wants us to point in the middle of the screen and press the plus button, and now it knows that's the fixed point, and now it knows that when we move away from that point, it knows how much to move.
What?
Now we don't have to point at the screen. I can point over here if I want, and it's exactly the same thing, yeah? It's just taking that middle point as the fixed point, and then it's just going to move from there. But it does feel nicer when you point it at the screen. Now, you can't do this on all games at the moment. As far as I know, it's only implemented on World of Goo, which is this one here. So for example, now I can go down to OK. But
okay,
it does show you...
Hold up, I need to know this. I'm gonna see if my Switch needs an update or something, because geez, hold on. I don't want the screen to go black and stop the recording. But I need to see this. Hold on. I need to figure this out. Jeez. System update. System is up to date. Okay, now controllers. Update controllers. All connected controllers are up to date. So how do I do it? Hold up. This is interesting. I never knew that you could use it as a pointer now. I never knew it. But I do not know how to do it. Okay, whatever. Screw it. I'll figure out how to get it to work. But there is a part to this thing, so expect a second video today on reacting to that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, share the video, and if you don't want others, if you think others may enjoy. So once again, my name is Shallow Ward, and I'll see all of you guys in the next video. Goodbye.